OSA. I'd like to talk a little bit about clearance. So a while back, I made a post in OSA and talked about what I call the 3 types of clearance. So I'd like to kind of expand a little bit on that and make this video and talk to you. So the first type of clearance that I see, and really is maybe the most popular, everybody's kind of happy with, especially newer sellers or sellers that maybe are migrating from eBay because the margins are usually higher and it kind of is more exciting, more of a treasure hunt, would be what I call location-specific clearance. So, for example, this is clearance in your Walmart in your hometown. It's not clearance in the Walmart in the town next to you. It's not clearance in the Walmart across the state or in another state. This is just your specific store, whatever it may be, their clearance section, the treasures that they may have there. All right. And like I said, these can be really good money makers, but it also can be frustrating because that, as we know from all these different groups and people mentioning bolos and whatnot, everybody's stores are different. One person may have a real treasure trove, it seems, and they may be finding all these things, products that are discontinued for the past year, they're finding them in their clearance section. And you get excited and you go into your store and those items aren't there. Or even if those items are there, they certainly aren't the clearance price that you see posted in different groups and kind of thing. But still, it's one of the givens when people start sourcing retail. You go into your store and you check the clearance. Sometimes there's treasure to be found there. Now, the second type of clearance that I talk about is store-wide. So all of Walmart, Walmart.com, all of Target, that kind of thing, all of Toys R Us, all of, Tuesday Morning, whatever it is. And many of these things can be found online. So you can do this kind of sourcing online. A good example in this, when Walmart has a big sale, or they tried to match Amazon with their Amazon's anniversary, and Walmart had this big rollback sale. Well, there was things that you could find there that anybody could really find, both in store and online, and that can be great too. Especially the online component. You can source from your home, from your office, wherever you are. But with this kind of clearance comes a little bit more risk, just because it is easier to access. More people have access to it. So typically that's going to mean more sellers and possibly more competition, maybe a little bit longer hold. Maybe the stuff isn't going to turn as quickly. But definitely one advantage to this kind of clearance, to this store-wide clearance, is that you're able to go much deeper on an item or items. In contrast to the location-specific, what's ever at that individual store is pretty much all you're going to buy at that price, or all that you're going to find of that particular item. Well, with this store-wide clearance, you have the option of, there's something good at Walmart on sale or on rollback. You can go online, you can purchase it. Even if it's not available online anymore, you can travel to the next 20 Walmarts in your state and have a good chance of finding that kind of clearance in a number of those stores. So you really can pick up a lot of product in this type of clearance. So then finally, there may be other types of clearance out there, but the third one that I came up with, I call the clearance dump. All right. Now, many experienced sellers may be familiar with, for example, Target clearance in January, or last year, Toys R Us, their clearance blast. These are, even this summer with the store resets, they have items in stock and they just want to get rid of them no matter what. These are the type of clearance that you'll see huge percentage off. At Toys R Us, 95%. 90%, 99%. I mean, whatever it was. I think in some stores they were actually giving away items. I know for a while at Toys R Us, after you would check out, they'd have big bins and they would just say free. You know, if you purchase some stuff, you take as much as you want. All right. Now, that kind of clearance, you have to be careful, especially as a newer seller. And there's a couple of reasons for that. It's low-hanging fruit. It's the lowest of the low-hanging fruit. You know, everybody can get it. There's very little barrier to entry as far as purchase price. You're not investing a lot of money to do this. So anyone can say, oh, hey, I'll try $50 worth of stuff. And, you know, that can cause some problems, as we all know. You know, very novice or very inexperienced sellers with these type of items, one, your fees are going to be a much higher percentage. You know, if you're selling for at a low price point, your fees are going to take up a lot of percent. Very novice seller may expect to see a gain, to see a return on their investment within days, right? You know, within a week, within 2 weeks. And when they don't, they think many times the best answer is, well, to lower my price. That way I get more sales. And, you know, this creates a whole issue with the price wars and that kind of thing. On the other hand, if you are an experienced seller, and let's say capital really isn't an issue, you know, you have plenty of capital, sometimes these clearance sales can be absolutely outstanding and you can make a fortune if you're able to purchase a lot and maybe hold it until all the lower price sellers sell out, kind of thing. Typically that kind of clearance, you will see a large dip in price and then slowly, at least we hope, see that price start to go back up to where it can be profitable and you can make some money again. So be careful. Not all clearance is the same. There are definite advantages and disadvantages to the different types. So above all, just make sure you know what you're getting into. And there's much more about selling on FBA and making a profit than just a low price. So just keep that in mind. All right. Thank you.